Alright guys, so we are back with basically the part 4, but technically a part 2 on the engine build. Where we left off last time, we got the whole bottom end finished up. Now today what we're going to be working on is getting the head slapped on, and depending on how far we get with the head, we're going to try and get I want to try and get at least the turbo, all the hot parts on, and all the timing and all this side done over here. So after today, it should be almost like a complete motor ready to go on with the tranny. I might leave the oil pan off until because I do have to get a main seal on this side. I guess I threw the actual aluminum main seal away. I do have the brand new seal with the gasket kit, but like I said, yeah, I'm just gonna right now I'm gonna get the head studs thrown on and the head put on and all torqued down, and then we'll go from there. Alright guys, so the head studs that I went ahead and went with were the L19s. So I'm going to get all these lubed up, and then I'm going to screw them all in and then throw the head gasket on real quick. Alright guys, so I have the head gasket here. I'm about to set it on the top. Alright guys, so the head gasket is all on. Alright guys, so as you can see the head, I'm not super sure. That is it. I'm gonna go grab a magnet, and because a few of these washers in here with the springs on are a little hard, and you have to tap them down. I should have actually put the washers on beforehand, but like I said, I think we'll be all right. So I'm just gonna go grab that magnet and then stick all the washers and the bolts on here and get this thing all torqued down. All right guys, so I do have all of the washers on. We really didn't run into any issues where the springs got in the way. But what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take the magnet so I don't drop them in, and I'm going to just set them on the threads, and I'm actually going to use the magnet to start screwing the bolts in just a little, and that way like it's just enough to get everything started. So I'm going to go around and do all that, and then I'll let you guys see us when we're torquing it all down. Alright guys, so right now what I'm going to start doing is tightening the head studs. Alright, so I do have the head all the way torqued down. Now, like I said, what's next is I'm going to come over here and basically start putting everything on this side. I can't do the other side yet because I have to go buy that, the main seal. But this side I can start putting all of my oil pump, my water pump, basically just everything on this side over here. So I'm going to start this, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, so what I did is in order to get the new oil pump to basically work out, I had to go grab the old sprocket or the gear off of the old oil pump, and I had to get this little it's like a little screw kind of deal, so I can put my balance shaft delete in here, and then we're also going to cap off where the other balance shaft will go with just with this little cap that comes with the balance shaft delete kit. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on, get it all tightened down, and I'm also going to install the balance shaft delete. Alright, so as you guys can see, I do have the new balance shaft delete inside. Now all I'm going to have to do is look up the torque spec on this bolt, and we'll get this one all torqued down. Then I can slide this little screw that I got from my old oil pump. I can tie this on here and just tighten it all down. And like I said, we'll come back, pop this little seal out, and then we'll put that the little block off one in. And yeah, then this should be good to go on the motor. All right, guys. So as you can see, we do have the balance shaft in, and now it calls for 27 foot-pounds of torque.
Want to try it again?
Yeah, we'll go one more time. Might go a little slower. Yeah. All right. So we have 27, and don't forget to put your little O-ring in here. So when you do tighten that bolt up, everything is good. So the balance shaft is all, or the balance shaft eliminate is all torqued down. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and tighten that bolt up, so I can put this pulley on, because you have to do that first. So yep, we're moving on to that now. Alright guys, so as you can see, I do have all the timing components on. I have the water pump on. It was taking me a while because I was trying to relocate the bolts to put the timing cover back on, and I had to clean the oil filter housing. I am missing one bolt on the water pump. I'm not sure where that is. I am watching a video right now, and I think that is something else. I don't know. I think I just have it in something else. But right now, what I'm going to do is put there's like a little thin plate that comes in the back with a wire for your bottom cam position sensor. So I'm going to put that on and put the engine mount, or the engine mounts, right here on, and I'm actually going to start tackling the timing on this thing. So that's what I'm on to next. Like I said, I'll probably show you guys where everything is after I have all the timing and all that done. So alright guys, so we are back. As you can see, we do have both of the cam gears on and torqued down. We have the timing tensioner. We have basically all the pulleys, all the gears are on. The cam position sensors all on. Crank, sorry. So now basically what we have to do is I have to go outside and grab the valve cover so we can put the valve cover on and make sure that the timing is all aligned. And then from there, we basically all we have to do is just set timing. So I mean, we got all the hard stuff done now. Now it's just setting all the timing, and we'll be done. All right, so we have been working at this for a while. We did finally get the timing and everything done. One of the kind of little tricks, I guess you can. What's up? See, look, if you look right here, timing's marked up. Timing's marked up. If you look down here, even though this really doesn't have to be lined up anymore because there is no balance shaft, we just went ahead and lined it up anyway. I mean, better safe than sorry. As you can see down in this back one, I don't know if you can see, but that little notch right there, he's lining up right here. And another kind of like way that we can determine like if we have enough tension on this pulley right here is basically you should be able to kind of like flick this the little ring, and it should be loose. That way you know that there's enough pressure pushing down. So when you pull it, it should just kind of like slide right in and out. So that's all good. We are just going to spin the motor over a few times, make sure nothing clearly hits like valves with the pistons. So like I said, as long as that mark lines up, that should be top dead center. And these are all lined up with top dead center as well. And I did go ahead and I probably spent a good hour cleaning this valve cover because it was really nasty. So it's just sitting on here right now. We don't have anything in it. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and show you guys us spinning this motor around a few times and double check all the timing marks and make sure they're all still aligned, and then we'll go from there. So we are finally spinning the motor.
Six round. There we go.
Okay, so yeah,
that's where it's gonna be.
Keep going, keep going.
Should be
just a hair more. Yep. All right, and as you guys can see, it's kind of hard to see that back one, but that back one is indeed still lined up, and we can even put the cover on the top, the timing cover. But yeah, this one is lined up still. This one is lined up, and that one is lined up. So everything is good as far as timing is concerned, which is pretty exciting to hear. So we're basically, all the hard stuff is done now. From here on out, it's slapping the turbo kit on. Honestly, after that, I mean, there's put the tranny and T-case on, and it's going in the car. So yeah, I mean, I'll give you guys another little different angle on it, but that is the motor. I'm glad. I wasn't going to go with the Gates belt. I've heard good and bad things on it, but I honestly like how it looks. All I need to do is get a clear cam cover now, and I think that'll look pretty sweet. So, all right, guys. So we got the timing cover all the way on and torqued down. I'm just washing a few more parts over here. But yeah, so as of right now, this is where the motor is going to be. And I am actually done for the night, but tomorrow I'm going to come and put the, it's the wrong side. I'm going to come and put the exhaust manifold on with the turbo and basically finish up all the other parts. But like I said, I'm not going to turn this into 2 separate videos. I'm just going to continue it from here. So, all right, guys. So from where we're going to start today is I'm going to start putting on the exhaust manifold and get the turbo all kind of mounted up. A few little things I've done as well is I've put the little brace that holds the power steering pump. It kind of covers the last timing pulley right here. I put on the serpentine, or like the little pulley for the serpentine belt from on the crank. The pulley or the tensioner for the serpentine belt, and I did just tighten down the knock sensor in the back. So yeah, as of right now, I'm going to throw the exhaust manifold on, and we're going to see how the turbo sits and how it looks real quick. Alright, so I do have the exhaust manifold all tightened down. All these bolts are torqued down. So now what I'm going to do is just pop the turbo on here and kind of see how it's going to sit. And I did actually have to run down and buy one of these V-band clamps as well, because the turbo kit I do have is used. But he said he only put like 2,000 miles on the whole kit. And I'll show you guys the turbo real quick. This is a Precision. It's a 6766, so this is what we'll be going with, and it is a front-facing exhaust manifold kit. So yeah, we'll see how this one bolts up and how it looks. All right, guys. So I do have the turbo all mounted up, and I am going to be taking this back off until I get it in the car, so we can clock everything, and then I'll run the feed and return. And what's nice about the Precisions is we don't have to run any water lines. So this is just a completely oil-driven turbo. I did find my thermostat housing, so I'm going to bolt this up. I think I should be able to get the car, or the motor in the car without the turbo on, and I can have the exhaust or the intake manifold on as well. So all I have to do is take this turbo off, because as you see, that's how far it sticks out. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this intake manifold and everything on this side on as well, and we'll start getting the like, I'll kind of flip it over and start getting the oil pan and all that done too. So yep, we'll keep going. Alright, guys, so I do have the bottom little plate on the bottom of the oil pan. Right now all I'm doing is just buttoning up a lot of small things. I'm getting the I just got the rear main seal all cleaned up and ready to go in. Another thing that I put on was I do have the thermostat housing on now. I did run this water pipe back here. I just need the bolt for the back of it, and that's all set. And yeah, I'm about to go outside, grab the intake manifold, clean all that off, and then I'm going to slap that on. Alright, so as you guys can see, I do have the intake manifold on as well. I did take off the fuel line because it is, before I had a stock fuel line, and I'm going to upgrade to the, what is it, the 2150 injectors, and I'm gonna get a fuel rail so I can run my my dash 6 feed and return. So I do have all of that done. It's finally looking like a complete motor, but now what I'm gonna do is go grab my alternator and mount all this up so I can finally tighten up this last bracket and put this, or torque this last bolt up as well, and then I can put my water pump pulley on, and the serpentine side of things should be all done. I do have everything torqued and everything is all set to go. So like I said, I'm gonna just go get this alternator real quick and we'll get that finished up. All right, so as you can see, I finally got the alternator on. I just kind of buttoned up some small stuff, like put the dipstick all the way through. I did put the motor mount on. I did put the water pump pulley on as well, and I've just been kind of like cleaning all this stuff as I've been going. Like as you can see, the water pump is completely clean. So I was gonna go ahead and throw the valve cover on, but I bought the Evo 9 gasket kit so I can get the head gasket, and the Evo 9 does have the Livic, which is another cam position sensor right here. So it does throw the cam position or the valve cover gasket off a little bit, so I am gonna have to go to the store and buy one of those. So yeah, I'm gonna run down there, do that real quick, and basically get the top of this thing all buttoned up and ready to go. And then I'm gonna start working on the bottom of the oil pan. I do have the little plate that goes at the bottom. All I have to do is buy a pickup tube, because I did forget to get that. And I'm probably gonna pick up a serpentine belt as well while I'm down there, just to get a new one on there and seal up the oil pan and put everything on. But as of right now, I'm just gonna head to the store and buy that stuff real quick, and yeah, we'll get back to getting the valve cover on. All right, guys, so I did end up running down and getting some parts. I picked up an oil filter. This is gonna be the break-in oil filter, so I am gonna have to go get another one. I picked up a serpentine belt. This belt is for power steering as well. I was thinking about deleting it, but I can always do that down the road. But yeah, so that's what we got as far as right now. And I did get some NGK, I think they're the BP7, what are these? The BPR7. So I was doing some research, and that's what a lot of people recommended. And these are the copper core, so I got those. I'm gonna gap those real quick, and then I'm gonna come over here, put all the plugs in, and I'm actually gonna put my coil pack on. I do finally have the valve cover fully torqued down. I did add some gasket maker in these corners where the cams run, and then I added some in this back corner right here. So I do have some gasket maker in those. But yeah, as far as right now, I'm gonna set the gap for the plugs, throw the plugs in, and then we can flip the motor upside down and really kind of start cracking down on all that. So yeah, I'm gonna get that done real quick, and then I'll come back. All right, so as you guys can see, I do have all of these gap down to 22, and I do have all of them gapped, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw all the plugs in, and then we can put the coil packs in and then flip the motor upside down. All right, and to torque down the spark plugs, it's not focusing. It does call for 19 foot-pounds for the spark plugs. So I'm gonna go ahead and torque all these down. All right, guys, so these are the coil pack, or the coil plugs I'm running. So I'm just gonna go ahead and throw these in. These are actually the ones that were off the car previously, so I'm just gonna go ahead and keep running with these. If these cause me any issues, then I'll upgrade to some new ones, but these are the ones I'm running as of right now. All right, guys, so this is where the motor is so far. I do have all the coil plugs in, so everything is basically as far as I can get it. As you can see, the oil pan is still not on, and that being because I cannot find, well, basically when I ordered everything, this was probably like a year ago, I forgot to order a pickup tube, and today is Memorial Day, so everything is closed and I cannot get one of these yet. So this is what we're waiting on. I would reuse it, but the last motor it was basically going to spin or I was about to spin a bearing, and I was kind of like looking inside and trying to clean it out, and this does have like metal shavings, and I mean, I'm not gonna throw it on here and take a chance with this brand new build. It's just not worth it. So I am gonna have to get one of those, and as of today I cannot because everything is closed. I've called around, no one has one. So yeah, that is basically the stopping point of today, which does suck because I do want to get the oil pan on the pickup tube, and that way we can pull, well, we basically got to pull everything off and get that the rear main on, because when we did have it off I couldn't find the rear main seal, so I just put it back on so I can get the head and everything on. But now I do have to still get the rear main on, which that has to go before the oil pan. So yeah, this is the stopping point. So what I'm probably gonna do is just edit this video, stop it here, edit all this, so it's not as long as the last video, so it's kind of shorter. But like I said, this is the stopping point. I am gonna try and get the pickup tube tomorrow, so I'm still gonna try and finish all this pretty soon. And I do have like two or three bolts to pick up. I need a few bolts for the valve cover. I do want to get a clear valve cover because I do like the blue belt with the blue valve cover. So yeah, like I said, this is the stopping point as of today. So basically the next few steps will be buttoning up this motor, and that's going to be it. So all right guys, so that is going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this little part 4 build. This is kind of where it's standing, but so I will have a part 5 up here pretty soon. I do need just to get a few other little parts, but yeah, like I said, as of right now, this is as far as I can get today, and I'm not going to just keep extending the video. I'm just going to kind of give you guys something to watch, not super long, because the last one, me personally, I don't like super long videos, so I'm going to try and keep this one on the shorter side. But yeah, so like I said, that is it. If you did enjoy the video, please like, subscribe, and comment if you have any questions. And yeah, until next time.